Hello and welcome to another episode of Rebel Rogue, where today, A, I can't say my own channel name, and B, I'm going to be showing you how easy wet blending can be made, and how easy it actually is. Rebel Rogue. To many of you, wet blending seems like one of these techniques that only advanced level painters do, the professionals, and that we should strive to be like them. Well, we can strive to be like them, but it's really not particularly hard once you've learned how to do it and overcome your fear of doing it. If you do happen to suffer this fear, I might recommend buying a nice brush. This Raphael 8404 series, which I've used quite a bit, as you can see, it's sort of, the label's worn off a bit, but this Raphael, when I got it, there's a video, I can link it in the top right hand corner, where I review it for the first time. I get very excited over it, but it just gave me a bit of confidence to, right, I've got a nice brush, I've got all the equipment I need, why don't I try a bit of wet blending? So I did it on the Dwemer Lake, I think it is, a Nazgul for Middle-earth strategy battle game, and it went quite well. I then tried it on a model which I'll have to get and come back when I've got it. So, yes, I then continued to try a bit of wet blending. This is my second wet blending attempt, and of course it has been embellished, but it's on a Gravis Captain. It's transitioned from blue to purple. Yes, put the purple on second. So, it's a nice transition, it's second attempt, and it was like, right, I can do this now. So I went on, I did a force sword, I did this shoulder pad, which I haven't completed the model, but did that shoulder pad, and I've done starting to do this guy. So it's not particularly difficult, and these things are not done by mixing and layering. No, these are legitimate wet blends. And today I'm going to be showing you how to actually do it. So, for the purposes of simplicity, and because it's actually a very good surface to wet blend on, some people might recommend cloaks. I could recommend that, but for the colours I'm going to be showing you, it's easy to see on a shoulder pad. So I'm going to show you on a shoulder pad. This is quite a plain shoulder pad. No trim to it, but it's a good example. And I'm going to be applying quite a simple transition. A transition from royal blue, from Vallejo, to Vallejo's flat green. So, both quite very saturated colours, and also next to each other on the colour wheel. If you go with a 6-colour colour wheel, it doesn't include tertiary colours. Me repositioning my chair, because I've got it in a very bad place. Right. Oh, go away, reminders. Yes, that was just my phone telling me I've got 20% battery and reminders. So, we're going to begin quite simply by taking royal blue. I'm going to quickly put it on my palette with a damp size 1 Raphael, or whatever nice brush you've got. You could use a Winsor & Newton Series 7, Sable Series 7, a Squidmar brush, a Da Vinci, Broken Toad. There's lots of different brands of sable brush. The Raphael is the main one I got because Scott the Miniature Maniac recommends it, Travarian Miniatures uses it, and Travarian, the guy who runs Travarian, has won countless painting awards. Sam Lenz, a very good painter, doesn't use it. He uses sable, synthetics, but I just like the idea of having a nice brush. Anyway, so I'm just going to apply this, and you don't want to thin your paint. You might want to afterwards make sure it's not glooping up the detail too much, but on this smooth surface, that's why I'd recommend a smooth surface perhaps. Some people say cloaks, but I'd say a smooth surface is good for a 2-colour transition. But if you're trying to wet blend in a transition from light grey to dark grey or something, like you were highlighting, then maybe a cloak would be good. But I prefer a flat surface because it doesn't clog up too much detail. You don't have any detail ready to clog up, nor is it particularly complicated shapes you've got to worry about. Now, I'm going to make sure I've got a good amount of paint on there, like so. Go away with your 10%. Then, because I can't deal with my battery problems right now, I'm wet blending, it's a pain. My phone does this. I know it is getting old, but oh, come on, paint. I haven't got all day. Right. Then I'm taking flat green and I'm going to apply it from the top. Just going to apply it to the top like so. And you see it's not really covering, but I don't want it to cover. I just want to have a decent amount of flat green where I want the flat green to be, which is at the top, and sort of blending into the down it. So I've applied it there. Now I'm going to wet my brush, rinse off the rest of that flat green. I'm going to lick my brush slightly, dry it off, and just blend the colours together. I'm drawing the green into the blue and the blue into the green, just using the side of my brush just to create a transition in the middle. Now I'm going to iron out that a bit, but I'm not quite happy with it, so I'm going to lick my brush a bit. Yes, I did say lick it. It doesn't taste all that bad. It's probably not particularly good for you, but yeah, you don't have to lick your brush. For a good time I didn't, but it's quite convenient if you just want to get a bit of paint off. Now I'm going to put more green into it, strengthen the green colour, and I'm not quite happy with the limited amount of blue, so I'm just going to lick my brush and just bring a bit more blue in. The licking the brush just helps to get rid of any paint that might interfere with your colour. And I'm going to bring a bit of that in. Now I'm just going to blend them together. Can't see how well this is turning out. Can't see how evident this is for you, but just moving the paint back and forth until you're happy with the transition. Now that hasn't taken me particularly long, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes at most. Maybe a bit longer, you've seen the video, but I'm sort of happy with that, so I'm going to charge my phone and wait for this to dry and come back when it's done. As in dried, not completely highlighted and all that. So, now that the shoulder pad blend has dried, that is what it looks like. Certainly from a way off, it actually looked, from where I'm right now, which is probably about, my eyes are probably about 6 inches away from it, it looks quite good. When I look at it on the camera, it looks absolutely awful, but when it's like that, can you really tell? It looks pretty nice. So, I hope you have enjoyed this, albeit short, video on wet blending. I hope it has helped you to overcome your fear of wet blending and to just wet blend something. Come on, just pick anything and wet blend it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, and even if you didn't, really just hit that subscribe button. Really helps the channel to grow. Share this video if you think you've got a friend who would really enjoy it, or they've been struggling with wet blending. And if you really loved it, just smash that like button. Even if you didn't like it, smash the like button. Now go and watch these 2 videos that have just popped up, and I'll see you for the next video, which will probably be on screen now. Goodbye.